Alright, this is Skinless, the guild leader for the Alliance Guardians, and today we're going to be looking at the Tambor mission, showing how you can do it without having to have magnificent mods on your tunes or high gear levels. So we're going to go ahead and pop right in here, and what we can see here is you have to use the GBA as your lead, and then you got your subsequent geos in place. As far as for modding goes, I don't have a lot of extra pieces on them. I don't have anyone exceptionally fast. So you can really do this mission if you just follow a specific kill order or a specific method, as we're going to see here, as far as for controlling the field. With this mission, it's not so much about taking your enemy down as you go using brute force like you normally would. This is more of a game of survival. So your job is to survive essentially through the 4 phases. As you kind of look through here, I'm kind of going pretty quick here just because I'm sure many of you have seen these kind of videos before. I'll be posting my SWGOH page as well on here, so you can kind of see my individual stats. I've built up for protection health, so that way I've got a bigger pool to essentially drain from. Now, I don't have the leadership ability on GBA. I only have the unique on him, as it's not a required Zeta for this mission, at least specifically. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump out the gate with getting a little extra protection right there. And what I'm looking for is to start getting ability blocks out on the field. So now I've got my first ability block. I'm going to be looking at specifically who has the most potential to cause me harm. Every time that I get the overall cannon to use, I'm going to have Soldier take care of that, as he's got the most offense. As you can see, now we've got the tenacity down. I'm looking for the guys who do the AoE, and I always call Poggle the Lesser to assist. And the reason I do that is because he has the 80% chance to cause ability block on his basic. And at that point, if I can get a second attack in there, because he does attack that second time, he's going to stop anyone from being able to use their extra abilities, which is the whole point right here. So I'm going to go ahead and clear up some debuffs out here. And I'm specifically, this entire battle, going to be looking to do ability block. If somebody doesn't have it, they're going to get it, and they're the person I'm going to attack next. I don't care who it is, but it's what they're going to end up getting. So let's go ahead and make sure we get some more ability block. Just looking for anyone and everyone that might be causing a problem. So and also the thing to think about is if you have multiple individuals without the ability block, you're going to want to look for who has either the most turn meter or has the chance to cause the most damage, whoever's going to cause the biggest threats. Again, AoEs are going to be your number one you're really looking for. You don't want to get caught in a spot where everyone's going to get damaged, especially with that joint health pool. So now that we've kind of narrowed it down, most people are going to get through the first phase, the first couple phases pretty easily. It's going to be the subsequent phases later on that cause the problem. So we'll just keep on going through this here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hold off of using conscription, as I don't think it's really necessary at the moment, and just start getting the ability blocks out there on the field again. So blind isn't a bad one to have as well, so just keep on going through, getting as many ability blocks as we can. I'm going to save the big hit for when I really need it. Go, and still have some ability blocks out there. We'll go ahead and keep on going around the field here. Again, always going to call Pog with a lesser, as he's going to give me the extra chance for the ability block, which is great. And you can see we still have plenty of debuffs out there. So that's really, I mean, I'm saying it over and over and over again, but that's because people ask me, oh, how do you beat this mission? How do you do this or that without having to ever really worry about not beating the mission? Well, the key is ability block. That's really how you're going to be able to survive this entire thing, no matter what level of characters you have. I'm not saying go into this mission without having you know, gear 12, or you could do it with gear 11. I'm willing to bet. I haven't tried it with gear 11. I wouldn't recommend it. And you're going to need to have your geos built up anyway for the accolade. So this is just a safe way of ensuring that you're going through and you know, having the right level characters in place for what you need to do. So just keep on getting the ability block, and you're gonna have to do this for a little while. So it can be kind of slow. You know, I mean, based on the length of this video, you can see we're just doing the full quick run. I ran through my mods real fast just so that way we could really get to the video so you can see what we're doing here. But ability block is going to be your best friend. And then sometimes what I like to do as well is if I have a passive ability that I know is going to still get everyone doing their doing the attacks, I'll do that when I'm worried about a counter. So there we go. And I could have used that probably on Mace, but I was more concerned about just kind of getting it out of the way there. So there is room for mistakes. So we'll go ahead and clear up some debuffs there. And that was the passive ability that I would have, you know, always thought about and just tried to make sure that gets in there and is taken care of. Ability block on him. Now we can probably either go for, yeah, we'll probably go ahead and go for the medic. Try to get him blocked. We really want to get Mace blocked next, since he's going to be the next big issue there. So we'll just keep on hitting him, yep, until we get the ability block. There's not much we can do about the individual who is no longer able to be seen, but there we go. We got the sharpshooter available now. All right, and we're gonna keep on moving around the field. And as you can see, I mean, we're easily walking through all the way through phase 3, or I guess the third wave. So we'll go ahead and we'll start kind of chipping away at everybody as we go through. But when you get ability block back on him, so let's keep on, go on Poggle. There we go. And since we have ourselves a point where we can, oh, there we go. We lost somebody, but never fear. I would not call in the droid unit at this time. I would go ahead and just keep on holding out, as we're gonna keep on waiting for conscription to be available. So we're gonna keep on chipping. There we go. We got conscription. We got our alpha. We got our brood back, our brood. So we're gonna go ahead and just keep on chipping away. I'm not gonna use the cannon at this time because I would like to save the cannon for the next phase right out the gate. So we're gonna go ahead and just keep on chipping away slowly but surely. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts, as we would say. So phase 4. This is where a lot of people say, oh, I end up getting just demolished right off the gate. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take out our gentleman with the AoE to try to get an ability block on him, if I can help it. There we go. Perfect. So that way I don't get an ability block right out the gate. We're going to go ahead and go after the arc so that he doesn't start giving the bonuses around like he just did. That's going to be one of the bigger things to kind of worry about. So that's where this can get tricky, is if everybody starts getting all these special abilities and all this extra stuff going on them, that can put you in a real bad spot. Watching out for the taunts. I can't really see too much back here, but I can tell this gentleman does not have the ability block. Yep, there we go. Give it back to him, and he took it off again. So we'll go ahead and give it back, if we can get it back. So we'll go ahead and just get him out of the way, and let's go ahead and try to get ability block back on him. So yeah, it doesn't always work perfectly, but that is really going to be, again, I can't say it over and over again enough, is getting the ability blocks out there and stopping the enemy from having the ability to use their ultimate abilities, their specials, the extra crap that they get to use, because that's how you end up losing, is people getting to use their ultimate abilities, overpowering you, and you really have to pick your enemies very carefully on who you have that you go after, because you don't want to get caught in a spot where you end up underestimating something and losing. So as you can see, I'm picking the most, I guess the enemies that concern me the most. And the reason why these ones concern me the most is either they hit the hardest, they have the most damage to deal, like I mentioned, they have the I guess the ability to counter. They've got a lot of things that concern me as far as for my victory. So that's how I plan around here. Is just from experience, having seen certain tunes hit me harder than others. I know Lumineer is going to heal people. That doesn't bug me too much because she can't. She's not really going to go through that whole heal process very often. And if she does, and you're starting to see it quite a bit there at the beginning, go ahead and just ability block her. But the others, like the Arc, gives you the trouble because he gives everyone that big boost. I guess the turn meter that you get from some of the others there. So see, we got a small heal there. It wasn't enough to warrant a concern from me earlier on. And now we're down to just Luminera, so I'm willing to bet I could just probably pop this onto auto and let the game take care of the rest of itself. So I'm in a spot where, without having massive speed, I mean, some of my geos there were 130 speed. You can easily still take out the Wat Tambor mission and get yourself shards for the rest of the guild. So not a hard mission by any means. It's just ability block. That's really what you're going for. So get some potency on your Poggle, and you should be completely fine. Again, I'll go ahead and I'll link all my information on here so you can take a look at it. And we now have another Wat Tambor shard for my guild. So thanks for watching, and if you liked, please give me a like or subscribe, whatever you like to do. And we appreciate you taking a look at this. All right, Skinless is out.